ago?
That moment's like totally fast. But like,
What moment?
whatever I was gonna say. No.
You don't even remember what you're
No,
gonna
I
say.
remember what I was gonna say.
What were you gonna say?
Are you filming?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
You are filming. Now I gotta edit shit. I was gonna say this like concept of stealing pleasure and how I've been exploring if I'm having some experience where I'm not enjoying myself, or I have a story, or it's not my thing, or I don't know how to find myself in the thing, or any variation. It's just I'm not in enjoyment. I've been learning to find the spot in someone else that is enjoying it. So, like for example, we were at a John Denver tribute concert. It's like this impersonator who's John Denver, but he's not really an impersonator, but he doesn't sound like him, but he looks like him. But anyway, so it's not my thing.
It's not my thing.
Not my thing. In a room full of a lot of people, I'm feeling I don't want to be so close to people still right now. I'm not really into small spaces with a lot of people. So I wasn't really having a good time. I wasn't even going to come tonight, but I decided to probably come for this moment, this awareness that I'm bringing to you live right now, or wherever it was right now. I was sitting there being like, okay, I don't want to be here. So I had my mask. I put my mask on. I was like, okay, that helps me feel like I'm not breathing. Everybody's there. They're all singing. I'm like, oh my God, they're all singing. This is like, this guy's not that great. I don't really want to be here. The music's okay, fine. It's like I'm like bopping around. But this guy behind me was really singing and really loving that he was there. And I was like, okay, as I sit here, and I'm actually not even feeling great right now too. I'm having something going on, so I was like, I don't want to be here. Yeah. This guy behind me was singing his heart out, and even though I didn't want to breathe his air, I was like, how can I like borrow or steal his pleasure so that I can find the spot that's just like undeniably good, right? And somebody else's deep joy of an experience is the thing, right? It's like, so if I can find his deep experience of the thing, I can at least find joy in my heart to experience that, like stealing his joy, stealing his pleasure. And so I've been practicing that. I've been practicing that with my beloved here, and some things that he might be into that I'm not always necessarily up for or available for. And when I invite him to show me his pleasure, I've been like, ooh, how can I borrow his pleasure? Because if that feels good for him, doesn't matter if it feels good for me, or if I think it would feel good for me, or if I want to feel good with that, I can, again, feel good in his feel good. Like, be like, oh, wow, how can I get some of that? I don't got that, but he's got that. So how can I steal that pleasure for me so I can enjoy it and get out of whatever thing that has me not enjoy it? So I said, grab my camera, and film me, because I feel like this is an important bit of medicine, something that's been...
It's a big reminder.
Yeah, a reminder, just an invitation to, life right now is filled with a lot of grumpy people and judgment, and I don't want this and I don't want that. And I think if we can just find the joy, and other people find the joy, and even in politics, I'm really sitting with politics and, okay, so what is the thing that they most want? How can I find that? Like, if it's like I love this person who I don't agree with in politics, there's something that they find is a thing that is important to them. So then again, it's different than pleasure, but how can I be like, you really value that, or you really need that, or that really brings you something. So how can I find that and agree with you or be with you in that space or that thing? Even if I'm like way over here and like not even understanding that, I can find my like, yeah, because I got that thing too, even if it's something I don't even agree with, maybe. I don't know. I probably got some work to do in that department, but so.